Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Elvis Now and Then channel. So today what we're going to do is, worldwide Elvis, around the world with Elvis, whatever you want to call it. We're going to basically be going through all the records that we have from different countries. So one country, one record, and different people are going to take charge of different countries, and you'll see how it works as we get into it. So we're going to start, of course, in the good old US of A. And Johnny, can you show us a record from the USA then, please?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you the one that started it all, the debut, Elvis Presley, the LPM 1254. I showed this on my channel before. I saw the original baggie with it. If you guys go to my channel, you can see the story about it. I got it for a really good price. Beautiful condition. I mean, what can you say about it? It's the one that started it all. Very iconic cover. It's been redone a few times. Just love it. The rarity, the value. It's actually not one of my favorite albums, but just love the presentation of it.
Yeah, it looks a real beauty.
That does look good.
Has it got the PD on the labels for?
This one doesn't. I have three different versions of this album of the first pressing, but this one doesn't. But it looked like it was bought yesterday. I mean, it
looks really nice from here. Yeah,
literally nothing wrong with it. I mean,
well, if there's one album that you would like to have in that condition, then that's it, isn't it? The first album.
Yeah, pretty much. This is probably my most valuable album I have, and I got it for a steal from the original owner. She was
very good.
Yeah, she was 85. I mean, I said, so when'd you buy this? She goes, I bought it when it came out. I said, oh my gosh, so pretty awesome.
And what pressing is that? Is that a Hollywood, Indianapolis, or a Rockaway?
It's a Rockaway.
So even as early as that, were they making Elvis's records in all three plants? Do we know that?
They were making them in Rockaway. Maybe Indianapolis. Maybe. Definitely. I know definitely Hollywood and Rockaway.
I guess they probably would have done because it was a big seller, wasn't it, at the time anyway?
Oh yeah, I mean they pressed it multiple times, especially the first couple of years. And I mentioned in one of my videos, there's so many different shades of pink.
Yeah,
like this one's like a salmon pink. There's a really light one. There's like a neon pink. I have all three, but this one's just in the best condition. And I acquired this about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now. But yeah, it's just crazy. It still has the original inner sleeve. The inner sleeve, there's not even a split on that. I mean, it's just crazy. It never got played. I mean, the LP,
the ultimate copy of the ultimate debut album. Very good.
Yep, that's it.
Well, can we stay with you, Johnny, for the second country? We're going north to Canada.
Okay. I'll show you what I got for that one. Okay. So the Canadian for Canada, I chose Elvis's Back. It's very similar to the US copy. This is the original live-in stereo. It's pretty awesome. Again, this one's in beautiful shape. Not much to report on the condition. But it really, if you look at it real quick, actually, when I purchased it, I thought it was a US, but the big difference is it's like that. It's not horizontal. So as the original inside pictures. I mean, it's barely been opened. I can't even open it all the way. It's crazy.
Nice and stiff.
Yeah, it's really stiff. I mean, no wear on the cover. Beautiful.
Very good. Well, that won't be the last copy of Elvis's Back we see tonight.
Yeah, and this is the original vinyl. Looks like the US too.
Yeah.
And that's how I found out it was. Looking at it real quick, it says Montreal on it. So, Yep.
Very nice. I love the early Canadian singles that had blue labels. Have you ever seen any of those?
I don't think so. I know I definitely don't own any. What's the difference with those?
They're the same releases, but they've just got blue labels as opposed to black. They started with blue labels and then they switched to black, which look very similar to the American ones, but like the one you just showed.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is it.
All right, nice one. Thank you for that. So we're going to move on, still staying in North America, going down to Mexico, which I think is me. And I have a Mexican copy of the I Got Lucky album. And it's still on Camden. It's very similar to the American version, really. It's just a really nice, clean copy of it. Very slight differences here and there, like the clover is in yellow, not in white. It's got the Camden logo up there as well. Don't know if this is the original sleeve, but pretty dark Camden label. All the titles in Spanish and English. There's tons of stuff available from. I've got a few other Mexican items, but this is the only LP I've got from Mexico.
I'll say it looks kind of similar from here as it for the US. Like when you look at from here.
Yeah, just on it's quite well made. On the back, it's got the titles in Spanish as well as English. But yeah, front cover is virtually identical.
I think most of the Mexican releases, even way back in the very first pressings, they're all identical to the American covers. Apart from the actual logo on the front, you wouldn't recognize any difference just looking at the cover itself.
Right. Did they not mess around with Elvis's face? Like,
no,
to make him Mexican, no?
No, they didn't do anything like that. They didn't change any lettering to Spanish or anything like that. They just kept pretty much the American pressing, but just changed the logo. Obviously, their own logo, and they all started with MK, the actual identity numbers. But yeah, very similar.
I have noticed on some Mexican discs that the covers are actually printed in America.
All right. Early ones or later ones?
And not just the ones I've seen. I've noticed at the bottom it normally says printed in the USA.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the Canadian issues did that too. Some of them, not all, but like that Elvis is Back. I know that was printed in Canada, the cover too. But I think some later ones were printed in the US, but the vinyl was pressed there. Weird.
Yeah, I think there are other examples of that too, other countries.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to, we're going to cross the Atlantic, go to Ireland, and I've got an Irish record here as well. Something struck me when I was looking at this record earlier on today. This is my only Irish record. It's a single, Wooden Heart, Tonight Is So Right for Love. This is same as the single we had in the UK, Johnny, which got to number 1. But it's very similar to the UK design, except it just says pressed in the Republic of Ireland at the top. And they've got different catalogue numbers. But there are quite a few Irish singles out there, but it struck me that I've never seen an Irish LP. So maybe they didn't actually press any LPs in Ireland. And I think maybe 1 or 2 other countries are like that as well, like Belgium. You can get Belgian singles, but I don't think I've ever seen a Belgian official LP. So
there is a Sun collection, isn't there, that was pressed in Belgium.
All right.
The Sun it's called.
Maybe there's just 1 or 2.
Yeah. Now, there are HMV 78s from Ireland, aren't there? They have a red label.
Oh, right. I've never seen that. Yeah. Have you got any?
No, they're quite expensive.
Not surprised. All right, so we're still in Europe. Where are we going next? We're going to the UK, so that'll be you, Johnny.
All right, my UK one. I decided to show the UK version of the debut album. I had this for a couple of years too. Considering its age, it's not bad. I actually purchased it from a guy. His father was in the military, and I guess he was overseas, and he picked us up at one of the shops. I actually got this on a Facebook post, believe it or not. And it actually came with some Beatle records and all that, but I just wish the condition was, oh my gosh, perfect. It'd be awesome. So I love that neon pink. I love, the logo for the HMV version. It's just awesome.
That little sticker on the back, right corner, is that a PX price sticker?
I don't think so. It just says 250, but it's a very small. I don't know, very small.
It looks like a PX store price sticker. I've got a couple of records that were sold in PX stores in Japan, and they've got stickers very similar to that.
Yeah, you can tell the guy put his name right here at some point.
Right.
And unfortunately, on the record, but it's still beautiful, still nice. I love the label on it. He put his name on both sides on the label, but really cool to have. It's just cool to have, because this is really uncommon in the States.
Right.
Would love to have the second one too, rock and roll number 2.
Of course, it has different tracks as well, doesn't it? Different track listing to the US.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's another thing about this album. I really do prefer this track listing over the US. I think it's great. It has
me too.
It has like some more Sun stuff and just more rockers on it, really. So,
well, they called it rock and roll, so they had to take things like "I Love You Because" is not on there, is it? And they put "Mystery Train" on and "Check, Rattle and Roll," things like that.
Yeah, they took some of the slower stuff the slower ones off. Like "I'll Never Let You Go" is not on here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I prefer this track listing. I have a reissued in the white vinyl that came out, I don't know, about 5-6 years ago.
Well, 10-inch.
It's a 12-inch record. Yeah, I bought that, so if I ever want to listen to that track listing, I just listen to that one. So, but pretty awesome.
Good.
Yep.
Why did people write on their record covers and labels? It's beyond me. Absolutely infuriating, isn't it?
Well, I think I know the answer to that. My mum told me this when I asked her about this many years ago, because a lot of her records had "Anne" written on the labels. And I said, "Why did you do that?" And she says, "Well, it's because when we were kids, we would take our records to each other's houses, and we wanted to make sure we got them back at the end of the night."
That's fair enough.
Why they put their names on the labels.
Yeah, I think my dad said the same thing, because I mean, so many times over the years looking at Elvis stuff, I found stuff like that, maybe something rare or something in beautiful condition, and then they had their name on it. I'm like, damn it. Like, but I mean, sometimes I'll still buy it depending on what it is. Like I think I have a German Kissing Cousins, really nice cover, original press, but right on the front cover, boom.
You can get it off with some of them. You can get off with pure alcohol and a cotton wool bud. I've done that. I have taken names off.
Really?
Well, yeah, depending on the material. Yeah, if it's laminated UK cover, you can sometimes get it off pretty cleanly.
Yeah.
You might be left with the impression of the name. If you look carefully, you can still see it, but you can get rid of the ink.
Yeah. So
one thing about UK covers as well, the back covers were often not laminated, so you tend to get this black line down the right side, and sometimes at the top and at the bottom, just where dirt has got stuck to the, what would you call it, like
the
glue,
flap, the fold over.
Yeah. So you can also get that off as well with like a bit of alcohol and a cotton bud. If you're very careful, just rubbing down the side, you can get that off as well.
I want to say, out of my UK stuff, as far as original pressings, I want to say this is the only album I have. Everything else I have are the budget albums, like the Candom albums. Those are pretty common here, but most of the studio albums are not. I think this is the only one I have.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let's go north to Sweden, and that will be TCB Steve.
Right, so Sweden, we've got the Las Vegas years. Now this was actually produced by Joan Deary for a Swedish fan club, and it's actually the Las Vegas disc from the silver box set is what's actually the contents. The company is called Gramophone AB Electra, and it was released in 1980.
All right, so it came out pretty much the same time as the box set.
Great cover though. That's a really great cover.
It is a good cover.
Yeah.
I ran into that one time. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I haven't seen it since. I don't think it's common in the States at all. Like, that's hard to find.
Yeah, it doesn't turn up very often for sale. Took me a while to find one.
I should have bought it.
Very nice. Have any of you guys got that book? What's it called? It's an FTD book. How RCA brought Elvis to Europe.
I don't have it now.
It's one of the few books I'm looking for. It's basically about the Scandinavian records. All the records that were released in Scandinavia. A lot of them were actually just German imports, but it's a fascinating looking book. But like a lot of FTD books, way too expensive. Yeah.
Is that the one with the EP with it, or?
Yeah, it does have an EP in it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I seen on eBay recently. I thought about getting that, but
yeah, I just love discographies, so it's high on my want list. Is that one?
Yeah.
So let's make a turn. Let's go south to Finland, and that will be Steve.
Okay, this is one that we discussed on our WhatsApp group recently, and it's the KTEL Elvis Gospels. That's released in 1980, and again, I love the cover. It was actually released for all of the Scandinavian countries, but it was actually made in Norway. We just, I think Steve
Finland
TCB worked out for us. So yeah, this is my only record from any Scandinavian countries, but it's a nice record.
Well, what label is it on?
It's on the KTEL.
Mm-hmm.
And it has this.
I wonder if that's the same album as there was a KTEL gospel album released in England about that time, wasn't there?
There was.
What's it called?
Yes, it was. A horrible artistic drawing, in my opinion, cover.
68 special picture, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
What do they call that album?
Yeah, this it's the same. I don't know if it
same songs.
Yeah, same songs, but just in my opinion, a nicer cover. I bought it because I preferred the cover and I liked it. I did get the British version as well, but yeah, I just thought this was a nice thing to add to the collection.
Right. Very nice.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
So go ahead,
I didn't know they had them over there. I just thought that was a Canadian thing, to be honest. I never knew the KTELs were overseas too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were very big.
Okay.
Quite a few KTEL LPs, Elvis LPs came out in the early 80s, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
All right, so we're still in Europe. Let's go down to Denmark. That's me. So this one is not particularly exciting Danish release, but it's the only one I've got. I had this back when I was first collecting. Probably a lot of people have seen this. It's just one of these picture discs.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures of Elvis. And,
I have that, yeah.
It's basically the same on both sides. It's got the songs on one side and just a picture on the other. This is the first one. Then there was a volume 2, which had a slightly unflattering picture of Elvis from about 75, I think. It looks like he's sitting down on stage. And then I think there's a volume 3, which is more difficult to find. This one comes with this everlasting calendar. And it does work actually. These were very common back in the early 80s.
Yeah.
It's all 50s music, and sadly, as far as I recall, it's all electronically reprocessed stereo.
Yeah, but see, I never seen it with that paper connected to it.
No,
every time I see it, that's always missing.
Yeah, when I bought it in the 80s, it didn't have that, but this is one I got in a big collection I bought a few years ago.
Nice.
So luckily it's got it. So where are we going after Denmark then? We're going to go to Steve, back up north to Russia or the USSR, whichever you prefer.
Well, this satisfies both because it is Russian. But as my wife always tells me, the USSR and Russia are not the same place.
Yeah, I was thinking in terms of when it was made rather than the place.
So this was produced in 1989, so it was still the USSR.
Right.
But it is a Russian label, Melodia. Now, it's from a series which is down here, which translates as Popular Music Archive, and this is number 11. But this is the only Elvis one. And lots of Russian text on the back. It's all early rock and roll. And there's a Melodia label. Don't know if you're able to see at the top, it does say CCCP, USSR. So there weren't many Elvis records released. What tended to happen is there would be an EP released with tracks by different artists, and there'd be one Elvis song on it. So you do come across those. And then, of course, there were the illegal records pressed into X-rays.
Sure.
Which I don't have one yet. I'm hoping to get one.
Where did you buy that, Steve? I have seen it before, but where did you get it?
I think I just got that on eBay one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems that by that time, 1989, that they were pretty relaxed about people having records. Yeah. All right, very good. So we're staying with you, Steve. Not far away. We're going down to Turkey next.
Turkey. For Turkey, I've chosen this bizarre thing, which looks like a lower from Hawaii, but it's actually on stage 1970. This came out in 1973, and I think it was just exploiting the satellite special to sell some more records. So a Turkish person who'd seen a lower will go into a record store, see the picture, and maybe think they're buying a lower, but they're actually buying on stage 1970, which is
Is that on the back cover? That's funny.
Quite an unusual idea, and
that's really interesting.
Very nice album to collect.
So weird. That's so weird.
I like that.
Is it an orange RCA label?
Yeah, standard orange. Yeah.
That's funny.
Guessing that's not official, not entirely official.
So,
yeah, it looks like a bootleg. That's so great.
RCA Victor.
It's hard to tell, isn't it, with some countries, because they do say RCA Victor, and they do sometimes
say licensed.
Yeah, maybe it's
unless they're lying.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it, sometimes?
That's funny.
Well, what about Bulgaria then, Steve? Not far from
Bulgaria.
Turkey.
So again, quite a plain cover. The album's just called Elvis. The company is Balkanton, and again, it does say licensed. Now, my understanding is they were produced in Bulgaria and shipped to Russia.
What was the name of that company?
It's Balkanton.
Of course, sounds like a medicinal purposes.
Balkanton.
Something you take for a blocked gut or something.
So, and it's the only Bulgarian Elvis record album that I've ever come across. That was 1985.
I think I might have seen another one with a red cover.
Right.
All right, very good. So that was Bulgaria. So let's go to Yugoslavia, which of course doesn't exist anymore. But when it was there, they made quite a few Elvis records. And I've just got one. It's this one here, Love Letters from Elvis.
Oh, wow.
And the back cover is very plain. And it's got all the titles in English with some credits in... What language did they speak in Yugoslavia?
Slovak.
Serbo-Croat, something like that.
Yugoslavian.
Yeah.
I don't know.
RCA Victor orange label. It's got Zagreb on the back there. Yeah, made in Yugoslavia, Zagreb. And the company was Yugoton. If you ever get a Yugoslavian record, it will always have this company name up here, Yugoton. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Have you played it recently?
No, I played it once when I got it. I don't think it particularly sounded just sounded all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that cover. That's really see. I like when they make them really unique like that. That's just really cool.
Not sure what the idea was with all this black space, but it's different.
Yeah, like it's not cheap looking. It's actually kind of appealing. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like it.
I wonder if Tito was an Elvis fan, because they were the only country behind the Iron Curtain that produced all the singles and albums. It's an interesting series to collect. You know, they had their own different covers on their singles and a lot of their albums. So I've got quite a few now. But I do wonder, was he an Elvis fan?
Yeah. All right. So where are we now? Yugoslavia. That's me. So we're going to go to Greece. That's back to Steve then.
Greece. Again, I've got a few, but I thought I'd choose this one because they do actually use Greek text on the cover. So this is the Greek 40 Greatest, which is actually in Greek. All the song titles are in English. So other than that, it's pretty standard as the UK release. Down the bottom, it does say that it's a television product, again, advertised in Greek.
And is that pink vinyl?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's pretty much like the UK one, but just with the Greek extras.
Yeah, I still want that release. I still at least want the UK one.
Yeah.
See it every
The
now and
other Greek albums I've got, like Blue, Hawaii, Fun in Acapulco, they look like the American release. You just have to look where it's made and the company distributing it to show that it's actually Greek. So they'll have Minos, Matsus and Sons Company Limited on them.
Okay, so Greece. Let's move on to Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic as it is now. So that's Steve again.
Okay, so Promised Land. As you see at the bottom, if I can get it on the camera, we have Opus, ORCA. So Opus was the company in Czechoslovakia that actually produced the records. Quite a different back cover.
Oh, that's a nice one.
So when was that?
The green
back on that. It's cool.
Oh, nice.
Green Opus label.
When was that made?
This was 1980. This version was released.
Good stuff. Where are we going next? We're going to go to, just looking at my numbers here. Oh, it's me. We're going to Italy. All right, that'll be me. This is a really nice copy of the Elvis is Back album.
That's nice.
The Italiano.
Beautiful.
And what I like about this one is the design of the cover. So if you look at the spine there, you can see it's got the title and everything down there in red, and it's got this white spine. But this is like tape, you know, like the stuff they use on the original Christmas album. It's like that. But what they've done is they've put the slicks over the top of the tape, so it doesn't come away.
Wow.
So it's really nicely bound. There's no splitting or cracking or anything like that in it. And just like that Canadian copy that you showed us earlier, Johnny, it opens up from the side. Pictures on the inside. And this is a slightly later pressing. If you look at the inner sleeve, it's got a copy of Something for Everybody on there. And nice design there. Really nice copies. Not much spindle wear on that. Looks pretty much like new.
It does. Is that mono or stereo, Dave?
It's an LPM, so it's a mono one, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, very well designed. I've got quite a few Italian albums or records, but this one's definitely the best one of the bunch.
And is that first pressing?
No, it's slightly later. I think it's from about 63.
Yes, you did. You said that, didn't you? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 60s one, yeah, 63, 64, something like that, according to Discogs anyway. Yes, I've got a lot of copies of Elvis is Back, but that's the only one from Italy I've got. Actually, no, I've got a promo as well from Italy without the gatefold slip.
Nice.
So let's stay in Europe. We're going to go to Johnny, Germany or West Germany, whichever you have.
Yes, I have a German copy. I decided to choose this. The Elvis Now album. They look pretty similar. This advertises those two box sets, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one's in pretty decent shape. Not really peeling.
It's not like a laminated cover, or is it shrink wrap?
It is. It's laminated. It's not really peeling though. It's not really coming up. A little bit on the back, you can see it. But I just like it's really. I got this a few years back. It was only. I guess they imported this because it has $250 on the cover. So I have a couple that have that. I really like the inner sleeves of them. It's pretty cool.
Are they different to the American ones?
Yeah, a little different.
Oh yeah.
And it's not paper. I guess it's like sort of laminated, but has all his albums on it. It's pretty cool.
That's good.
Very nice. When I was gathering all the data from you guys about who's got records from which countries, I noticed that there was just a few countries from which all of us had at least one record, and Germany was one of them, along with the US. I think we've all got Canadian, and we've all got Japanese pressings as well, and we've all got UK pressings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few. I got a good chunk of German ones, maybe about a dozen.
I should get some more because I think they have a good reputation, but I don't really have very many German items.
Yeah. So.
Okay, good stuff. So that was 15. So let's move on to France, which is Steve H.
Okay, so I'm going to take us back to KTEL, and I just decided this again because it's a different type of cover. This is again exactly the same as the British version as far as track listing, but a vastly better cover. The British one used just the head of the Elvis Presley Boulevard album photograph.
Rendezvous avec Elvis. So that must be the Love Songs album then, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Love Songs. Sorry, beg your pardon. But the British Love Songs had like again, it was like an artistic impression of the face that was used on the Boulevard LP, and it was a shocker. I really didn't like it, but this came out, and it's a really nice cover.
All right, nice back cover that.
Yeah. The label's slightly different again to what you would normally get. Don't know if you can see that, sort of like in pink and blue stripes, but it does say in there made in France.
Right. Presumably they used illustrations to save money, so they didn't have to spend money for using a photograph. But in France they obviously weren't bothered about that. Yeah,
it's a great cover. It's a very, very nice cover.
Yeah, that picture they used, I think it's that picture they used on the back cover of one of the Japanese Christmas albums.
Okay. I think it's also, isn't this the same one as the bootleg Leaving It Up to You?
It's similar. I'm not sure if it's the same. There you go. I've got it here, Steve. It's slightly different.
Oh, yeah. It is. It's totally different. Actually, it's a completely different shirt. Yeah.
Very similar period. The same hairstyle, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably taken from the same.
I think it's the same shirt, isn't it? It's that sort of leaning type shirt.
It's an alternate shot.
Yeah. Probably same day, same session, just different angle.
That's cool.
All right, that's KTEL Love Songs from France. There are, of course, tons of great RCA releases as well in France. One of the more interesting countries to collect, I think, is France.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. That they kind of did me a great favour, the French, because back in the sort of late 70s, the UK market had kind of deleted most of the movie soundtracks. You couldn't find them anywhere, but the French, a lot of my French, first time I bought the soundtracks were French first.
All right. My first soundtracks, apart from the big ones, the obvious ones like GI Blues and Blue Hawaii, they were the RCA International ones, which came out about 1980, 81.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, those are really good pressings, actually. Those RCA International ones. So Belgium, that's back to TCB.
Right, so for Belgium, I've gone with a single because the Belgians did use different covers, which
Right.
is always nice. So this is For the Heart Hurt, which I prefer this to the standard one. It's quite simple on the back.
Is that an earlier photo of him on the cover? Or
Yeah,
Sorry?
that's 1970 shot up.
Yeah.
I like that shot. That's a nice shot.
Makes a good cover.
Yeah.
Standard orange label.
Cool.
Good stuff. Yeah, there's quite a few interesting Belgian singles. Like you say, they tended to use their own picture sleeves. Can we stay with you then, Steve, for the Netherlands?
So again, for the Netherlands, I've chosen a single. And this one will confuse people. Moody Blue, She Thinks I Still Care. Which, of course, we're used to seeing For the Heart on this cover. But they went their own way. And advertising one of the Elvis Forever volumes on the back.
Which one came out first? Was it Moody Blue first?
No, For the Heart came out first.
Did it?
Yeah.
You're right. All right, let's stick with Europe. We're still in Europe. We're on Spain. And I'll show that one because this is actually a record that I got fairly recently from a viewer of mine. So thank you very much to Patricia for giving me this great looking single. This is Long Tall Sally and First in Line. I'm not normally a fan of drawings, but I do like this one because they've managed to sort of convey Elvis with just a few black lines. It's not an obvious copy of a picture. It may be based on a picture, but it doesn't sort of it doesn't strike me as being an obvious copy of a photograph. It's obviously, you know, a representation of Elvis as opposed to somebody trying to make it look as close as possible to what he looks like. So I do like that cover.
Yeah, it's unique. Yeah.
Is that original?
I think it is.
Because interestingly, the font of the cover that you just showed is very, very similar to the Paradise Hawaiian style color and design.
Yeah. Maybe also the lettering as well, the style of the this business with the strips. With a lot of the Spanish ones, they didn't actually. You would think, okay, it's Long Tall Sally and First in Line. It's not 1956. I know that for sure. They would often release a single of older songs quite a few years later. So I think it's a 60s record. I'm not sure if it's as late as Paradise Hawaiian style. I'll have to look it up. So that's Spain, and that would suggest that the next one is Portugal, which is me again. So I've got another 7-inch record here from Portugal. This one is a Frankie and Johnny EP.
Oh, wow.
It's actually got 2 singles on it. So it's got Frankie and Johnny and Please Don't Stop Loving Me. And then it's got Tell Me Why and Puppet on a String, which were 2 singles. And on the back there, it's got an advertisement for 2 other singles, 2 other EPs, including a Roustabout EP and another couple of singles. EP made up of 2 more singles. This is a nice orange one, so presumably they had a black version as well in the 60s. But, it's quite unusual, that.
Yeah, wow, never seen something like that.
There are quite a few EPs from Portugal that are unique to that to that country, so I think they quite like their EPs. I've got another couple.
Wow.
So, all right, well, let's go to Africa, and as it was known at the time, Rhodesia. So that will be you, Steve. TCB.
Okay, so we have, as recorded at Madison Square Garden, so standard cover. Now, nowhere on them does it say Rhodesia, for reasons that you can probably work out. But we have white labels. Now, I have seen these being sold as promos, and they're not.
Right.
I believe they were produced in South Africa, if anybody knows for sure. So the clue will be the white label and no country of manufacture on there. They're Rhodesia. There are several Rhodesian albums I've seen for sale recently, so you can find them. Whether there's anything else on there that actually gives a clue, I don't know. I've not come across anything yet, but that's Rhodesia.
So that label there is quite difficult to see with it being white. Is it just like RCA Victor with all the usual songs on it?
It has RCA. It has the song titles at the bottom, but at the top there are all these credits. NC, Intersong, MPA.
Publishing credits.
Yeah. So amongst it all, there might be some clue that gives it away, but we know they are from Rhodesia.
Yeah, some of those companies might be a clue. Interesting. So when you got it, when you saw it, and when you bought it, how did you know that it was from Rhodesia?
The person selling it knew that it was Rhodesian.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. So since we're in Rhodesia, the next logical step would be to go down to South Africa, and that will be Steve H.
Okay. I really don't know much about this, but I purchased a long time ago when I was in my early record collection days, and it's the Jailhouse Rock album LP, and I think there's been quite a few pressings, so that's why I can't really tell you what I've got is valuable. I don't think it is. I think I've got probably quite a common pressing, but it's on the orange label. You can see that very well, but and it's 331-126 as a.
Right. So obviously it has songs other than Jailhouse Rock songs. What are the other songs on there?
It also has the side one is the album, is the soundtrack, and then side two is I Beg of You, Don't, Playing for Keeps, Shake, Rattle and Roll, Good Rockin' Tonight, and I Don't Care If the Sun Don't Shine. It's a nice album. I've not played it in years, but yeah.
That's song selection. Do you know if it came out originally in the 50s? Is it like a black label?
Yeah, it was. I believe the really hard one to get is the original black label pressing.
Yeah, I think I ran into one from the 60s before in the past. I passed it. I should have bought it though, but yeah, that's pretty cool to see.
It's nice. I love the cover. It's very nice cover.
Yeah.
Yes. Great looking cover that, 12-inch. Okay, let's where are we going next? Oh, right, we're going to the Middle East. So Israel, that'll be you, TCB Steve.
Okay. So we have from Elvis in Memphis. Now, the first time I saw this, I thought somebody had graffitied the cover.
Right.
But that is actually printed Hebrew text on the front cover. Black label. And the company is Eastronics Limited, Tel Aviv, Israel. So again, you have some Hebrew text at the bottom, yellow tint to the back cover. It is a laminated cover, but yeah, quite unusual.
Is that Hebrew down the front cover?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
It does look like somebody's written it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Tipex.
Yeah.
And is that stereo or mono, Steve?
This one's stereo.
Black label as late as 1969. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very good.